Here we go again. One of our neighbors describes this as endless work, and you're going to see why real quickly here. So we're at the back, not really all the way back of our property, probably halfway back, where you've seen me do some videos before near our creek, cutting down a tree, or cutting apart a tree that fell down here, a big silver maple over the winter. But literally just walking back here right now, we have a multi-liter cherry tree that looks like it has fallen. We'll try to figure out what happened to it, but it's literally fallen almost directly over the bench where Beth and I hang out. This is kind of our rest and relaxation area back here. It's a beautiful view, and somehow we have a tree down. So, wow. What's good? One of the things I'm grateful for is it just missed this bird nest box. We have Carolina chickadees who nest in this box every year. In fact, we were back here about a week ago, and we saw the actual chickadee with a bunch of nest material in its beak flying in and out of here, building the nest. So thankfully it didn't take that down. Let's try to find out what happened back here. This is unfortunately a very common occurrence on this property, and you'll see why we do tend to lose trees, and I was not surprised at all at this. So the root ball literally just pulled out of the bank. So I don't know if you can get a good view here. This is a really steep bank. So this bank extends probably, oh my gosh, almost a quarter of a mile in length, and it is very, very steep. I don't know if you can see, there's actually a deer path here. So the deer travel this all the time, and obviously when they do that, the vegetation where they're traveling, just starts to disappear. They kill it, over time. And you can see there's very little vegetation here. We start to get soil erosion on a steep bank, and then all of a sudden this happens. Unfortunately, this actually looks like it was a really healthy tree. I don't see any sign of decay. The roots look really solid. Yeah, there's no decay in there. This was just totally a matter of soil falling apart at the bank and letting it topple over. One thing that's a near miracle, at least on our property, is I don't see any sign of poison ivy vines climbing up this tree. Nah, it's clean. Usually we have ropes of poison ivy climbing up a lot of these trees, particularly back here in the more wild area of the property where we don't heavily manage it. We're not trying to eliminate all the poison ivy. The berries are a great food for the birds, but obviously it causes other problems for us humans. So, this is what happens. I'm sure other people watching this video who have property that's like this understand, and it's just something you deal with. It just boggles my mind when these trees fall over. They always seem to fall exactly where we want to walk all the time. This is a pathway here that Beth and I walk very frequently to get to even more remote parts of the property. I mean, obviously we can get around this, but it looks like the chainsaw is going to come out, if not today, probably later tomorrow. Well, it's going to be good firewood, Pennsylvania cherry. And while we're doing a tour of this area, one thing we learned years ago is that previous owners didn't necessarily have the same environmental consciousness that we have today. So that actually is a washer machine sticking out of the ditch. And this area here, we're going to be excavating this at some point. But literally, whatever they weren't using, they just, I guess in the old days we're going to throw it in the ditch. And they threw it in the ditch, and it was probably covered with soil for years. And then, as water rushes through here, takes the soil away. You've got a washer machine, You've got this actually, I believe, is part of some kind of a piece of old farm equipment. It's like some kind of a part of a threshing machine or something. We've got a huge metal pole with a big cement ball on the end, some pipe. You know, again, this is the stuff that unfortunately it tends to get put on the bottom of the list because we have so many other things closer to the house that we manage, but we definitely have to get rid of some of this stuff. So anyhow, stay tuned. As you can see, the tree is definitely going to need to be removed. So we'll probably set some cameras up and we'll do some good chainsaw work and make some nice firewood in the next video. All right, thanks for watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so that when we do publish and upload new videos, you guys get the notification that there's a new video on the channel. If you like the videos, please click the thumbs up. I love reading comments. We've been getting a lot more comments lately, and one of the comments that we received recently that I haven't even shared with Beth is someone wanted to know what we like so much about living on a property like this. And I'm kind of making fun of the fact that, oh my gosh, here's half a day's worth of work that I've got to do now. But something, I would do that over a lot of other things. Certainly sitting behind a desk or being inside all day. I mean, it's work, but I love it. I love the challenge of maintaining all this, and I think that challenge and what you have to think about, I think it's good for your brain. Obviously, it's good for your body. So that's just one of the many things we love about living here, is the property challenges us in a lot of ways, and I think you have to constantly be challenged if you want to keep growing in your brain and your body and stay healthy. You got to constantly be challenged. So this property does that for us almost every day. Thanks again for watching. John here from Catbird Hill. We'll see you on the next video.